Omega Koseme. Hey, Omega Koseme. I told you that the progress that Biafra is getting now is bigger than their expectations. Again, we have won the zoo that after we are done with them, they think by arresting Nnamdi Kanu, everything will lie low. Biafra will no longer talk about. Yes, they succeeded in that one. Many people gave up on Biafra, but deep down their hearts, they want Biafra to come. The Biafran government delegation visited the legislative office yesterday, March 28, 2024. The Biafran delegation officials visited Albany legislative office to introduce the Biafran delegation to them and solicit their support. With the visit, Biafran delegation sought to bring to the attention of New York legislature Nigerian government atrocities to Biafra land. Because what people don't understand is that most of these international countries do not know what we are going through in the hands of the zoo. They don't. So when you even tell them, they'll be like, but what you see on the front of the picture, CNN do not carry it, this one do not carry it. But they cannot carry it because they know that what they are doing is nothing but wrong. But we shall come there and help them out in the things that truly matters. Because at the same time, everything will be made in the open. There's no two ways about it. No two ways about it. We must stay focused on everything that concerns the Biafran people. Yeah. On everything that concerns the freedom of the Biafran people. And that's where the game has changed. So, we have faced ourselves in a big measure. As you can see the pictures, we have to take this message to the New York Times. We have to take this to the New York Times so that everybody will see the atrocities that these people are committing in Biafra land. There's no two ways about it. We must stay, for instance, to understand where the game begins and where it is going. And that's what is going to make more sense. Because that matches the very end of what we do. Now that the New York Times understands the strategy, everybody will get to understand the game plan and what the game has to do. Wherefore, everything must be made to be understood the way it should be made to be understood. This game should begin because the zoo must understand all these things. And where they should understand it better is what? Biafran actualization and Biafran restoration will happen in their own very eyes. Let them sit back. The Finnish government has laughed over the sanction that the zoo said they will be getting if they fail to release their officials. You see, you don't just step into somebody's country because I don't know who you are. Even the US will not step into somebody's country by force. They have to speak to those who are in charge. If they allow them to come in, they come in. If they don't, they stay back and wait for the approval. And one of the most important thing here is this. we cannot continue to admire ourselves in a very, very wholehearted moves. One of the biggest facts of it. Yes. Because if we continue to admire ourselves, it will become the most irritating measures. That's where the story changes. That's where the story changes. So I wonder what you are gonna do to this whole situation room where everybody and everything is now seeing what truly matters. Yes. So if you think that the Finnish government will be scared of you, I think you should think again. Think again in a large extent. That's what makes you more human than what it is. So, the growth of a new nation must be achieved. It doesn't matter how, it doesn't matter when. What matters more is that Biafra has become one of the biggest parts of the journey. By so doing, it's going to have to correct some several mistakes that one must permit. And I must say the way you say it. We must take, for instance, every possible measures that should be taken. And looking at it like this, to a large extent, it's going to help us out. They can say what they want to say or do whatever they want to do. What matters more now is Biafran restoration has become the game of the season. And we wholeheartedly hold ourselves to that perimeter where each and everyone will see the light we share. And for free, I must say that the victory that is spread for a purpose, and nothing more, nothing less will be taken for granted, because that is where the journey begins. So those who are trying to make a threat of the Finnish government and making arrest, let them get ready for what is coming, because what is coming is bigger than what has